Hello everyone and welcome in today. You might be asking yourself, why another video so soon? Well, I decided to change my mind about the sale. So our consignment preview that I did yesterday on Sunday, we are going to add that other bag of treasures into this sale. The reason why is after I sorted that amount, I only had about 70 lots. Well, I looked through this bag and there's about 35 lots. So I decided to add it to the January 7th sale, which is tomorrow. From the airing of this video, our sale will be tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a claim style sale. It's a buy it now with fixed prices. Again, this is a partial preview. And the sale is hosted on Bully Run Coffee. And a great big thank you to all of you for coming over. I want to welcome everyone in as well. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's very cold here and it's been snowing an awful lot. So I've been homebound this morning. I just decided I'm not going to battle the elements. I'm going to stay safe. So bullyrunantiques@gmail.com. That is the email that you will email your YouTube name, your first name and last name, your home address, your shipping address, your phone number, and your email address for your invoice. Please register by 5 p.m. tonight. Any registrations after that will graciously be accepted, but you will be approved to claim at the next Buy It Now sale. We only run Buy It Now sales. Sometimes I'll slip up and say auction, but they're not auctions. Bully Run Coffee is the website on YouTube, or I should say the channel name on YouTube that we have the sales on. So please go over, subscribe, and like Bully Run Coffee. Jeremy is going to start some great content in the next probably, few weeks. We're going to do some interviews, some more Viking glass, vintage treasures out of Jeremy's collection, some of his crystal and glaze vases, and maybe do an interview with one or two or three or four of his cats. So anyways, please go over to Bully Run Coffee and subscribe, and we'll see you there tomorrow night. Now you might ask yourself, you said you were going to do some shout outs. Well, here they are for the day. And then some people might question me, well, why would you share another seller's channel if you're having a sale yourself? Well, I say there's no competition in jewelry. And why wouldn't I promote some of my friends in the business? After all, that's what gets us all ahead in this business. There's enough to go around. Those who don't think so, they're on a deserted island, and that's nowhere that I want to live. Long story short, please go over to Slemp Designs, Colette Slemp. Please go over to her channel. That is her channel's name. Take a screenshot of that. Please go over, like, and subscribe at my dear friend Colette's channel. She is a wealth of knowledge and does things that no other YouTube does when it comes to talking about turquoise and Native American jewelry. She is a force to be reckoned with and so kind and so lovely. I absolutely adore Colette, so please go over to her channel. Leonore Reacts. She just recently started. She is absolutely delightful. I really like some of her short feeds and also some of her longer feeds. And she's doing things different than jewelry with a spin on jewelry. And she also gave Bully Run a major shout out. So that is Leonore Reacts. Thank you, my sweet friend Leonore, for all that you do. And every time you see Leonore in a chat somewhere, she is simply the most delightful person. She is absolutely warm and friendly. Please go over and subscribe to Leonore Reacts. And actually, there is an underscore. So it goes Leonore and then an underscore reacts. So that underscore should be right here. So Leonore underscore reacts. Absolutely amazing channel. And last but certainly not least, my dear friend Beth. I had a conversation with Beth on the phone and we were fast friends. There was something there that I can't explain. But Beth at the Turtle Shell is another channel that I highly recommend. She has sales, and guess what? Affordable, fashionable, lovely. You will become fast friends with Beth. She is absolutely perfection when it comes to being warm and friendly and knowledgeable in jewelry. She sells really, really, really reasonable rates and really reasonable prices. And anytime I can buy at a channel and make money, I say, say go over and check out Beth at the Turtle Shell. So there you go. That is my last recommendation for today. Now let's get into this pre-sort. And again, full transparency, this is that massive, massive container of jewelry. And I'm just going to spill it out. I think we can do it this way. Let's try. Let's give this a go. Uh-oh. That's too much. Oh, no. That's all right. Okay, so I'm going to go pretty quick today because you already saw that hour long. I think there's more than 35 lots in here. There's more in the bottom of the bag that I didn't even know was in here. All right, so there we go. Let's do this. And then once I sort it, I'll put it on this left side of me. This is that incredible gold tone sterling silver. So the gold on here is vermeil. Really beautiful. Look how thick that link is. Italian sterling silver. There is the mark right there. Look at the construction of this, and it's so robust, and it lays down perfectly around the neck. Doesn't that look like white gold and 18 karat yellow gold? You could stump someone with this necklace and fool them that this is worth like, $10,000. So sterling silver and gold vermeil. Really love that design because it does lay down flat. That's coming to the sale. I'm really excited by some of these pieces. These are modernist. They look like Robert Lee Morris. I did not look for a signature yet, but they most certainly look like Robert Lee Morris. I do think that they are brass and sterling silver. Let's go in and take a look at the mark. Yeah, RLM Studio. So that's Robert Lee Morris. Very large, very modern. Do need to be polished if you desire so, just to clean them up a little bit. You know how I feel about polishing silver. That's a no-no, but on something contemporary that's supposed to be a mirrored finish, I would say go ahead. Do it. But very large, very lightweight, really well made, and who doesn't love Robert Lee Morris as a designer? This I flashed in front of the camera last time, and I raced home from the studio where I recorded yesterday's video. I raced home to get this out. I love everything about this for modernism. Sterling silver hand-forged chain. Very unusual link system. I've made these chains. They're not easy to make, trust me. And this for oh, wow, what a statement. It is signed. I did not know. Let me take a quick peek with my loupe. And thanks again for having some patience because I did not go through any of this. Oh, This is Swedish, I believe. 3 crowns in a lobed cartouche, and then a hexagonal S, which would be the silver, G, E, W, E, M, and then Q9 or G9, which would be the date letter. So that's the date letter. I could do some research on this maker. I am not familiar with that maker, but I do some research on it. But I knew that I was in the presence of greatness. Look at the size of that. Absolutely wonderful for modernist. Very cool. Again, very large, but lightweight, and so wearable with that chain the way that is. Some sort of sterling, almost leaf form, and then a secondary applique that's probably some sort of jade or jadeite with a silver bead. Did not see any signature on this, but we'll take a closer look at this when we go into the sort tonight to get these items weighed. This, very heavy, very robust sterling silver, and I really like the construction of this. Squared off with the link system so it lays right, central band to hold it together, very reminiscent of Yerman, the way that is constructed. I think it's only signed sterling. Let's go in here and take a quick peek. Yep, 925. So it's only signed sterling, but look at that robust construction. And the way it's soldered together, this would be very difficult to make because that's completely hand constructed. Larger size wrist, I would say on that one, it's probably 7 1/4. I will get all the weights and sizes done for tomorrow. I think these are just faux pearls. I'm 99.999% sure that these are just faux pearls. Yes, too even colored, the color is wrong, and also there is no blemish and they're too heavy. I will do further research on that and make sure that those are in fact faux pearl rather than cultured. And thank you so much. What is this? This is unique as a pendant. Very cool for abstract modern. I'm going to pop that out of there. Look at that for abstract modern with that drizzle of these wires. I don't think it's signed. If it is, those might just be superficial scratches on the back. Does not look like a signature to me. And a bail there from the back. So very large scale. Again, lightweight, but that real brutalist form as well. So a nod to brutalism and to modernism, but that's the brutalist edge. And if you haven't seen the brutalist video, please go over to that video because I worked very hard on that. It's gotten great views so far, so I really do appreciate all of you viewing and sharing me out. This one I'm unfamiliar with. I did not study this yet. Sterling silver or 830 silver. Look at that design. I have always loved this style of brooch. This swings back and forth. I've always loved that almost cold forged pinback that has the spring mechanism, all in sterling silver. Very beautifully constructed. And look at that, chasing and repoussé with the open areas and a single garnet cabochon. Lots of hallmarks there and there. So I will do research on that, but that is a winner. There you go for the hallmarks if you want to do some research before we get there tomorrow night. And from the previous video, that standout of that Jensen brooch is just magnificent. So if you haven't seen the other video, please go look at the Jensen brooch. I'm going to sell these together. These look like citrine or amber, garnet, maybe moonstone and pearl. And then these are sterling silver with peridot. Both are pierce style earrings with those applied French wires that really secure on the ears. So I loved those, keeping those together to give someone an option and also extended value. We don't, as you know, you've already been to the sales before, and most of you know, we don't hold out for potential money. We make sure that these items are sold. And my consignor did say to me, just make sure that they get a good home. Try and make me decent money, but please be reasonable and make sure that these items go. In the last 3 sales that we've had of hers, I think this is the 4th, in the last 3 sales that we've had for her, we have sold out each time. We had no items left over at the end of the sales, and if we did, then they sold in the following sale, which is just great. Sterling silver, really fantastic craft on this chain. Very heavy, but very wearable, and I believe that's about a 20, that might be 20 or 22 inches. All hand fabricated sterling silver. Let's go in on the evenness of those links. Sometimes when you see these chains in that Byzantine style, yet squared off, you will get odd spacing in those links. We've all seen it. Not on this one. There is no odd spacing and very silky, very fabric-like. Great finish, great heft, very well made. I don't know what else to say about that one besides, who doesn't need an amazing sterling chain? I'm always in search of unique and well-made sterling chains. This looks like Damascene, looks like metal, inlay in sort of, maybe that's steel, that little plate. Let me check with a magnet. Let's do this. Let's check with, I don't know where my magnets went. Let's see here. Oh, it's steel. So there you go. So the magnet sticks. I was right. It's steel. And you can kind of tell by that surface. So that's steel with some sort of mixed metal inlay in that Damascene style. Very, very cool bird. Is that a little partridge in a pear tree? It definitely looks like a quail or a duck. Very cool for a bird. And then a sterling silver mounting. That has some age to it. Was the pinback replaced? I can't tell, but that definitely has some age. What on earth is this? Oh, we have so much more to go. Stick with me. 14 minutes in, and I really can't be on that long today. If it feels a little rushed or a little panicked, that's probably because it is. That is sterling. Let me set all this down. I did not study this. Let's see here. What is this? This says artisans, can't read the first word, Doris, silver. So let's read what this one is. This is definitely artisan constructed sterling. Wow, it's got a lot of hallmarks. Corpus, Artisans, Mexico, Doris, silver. Very unusual series of hallmarks. I would not have thought this was Mexican at first. Doris, silver, Mexico, Corpus, Artisans. This looks like, oh, it does have an eagle mark as well. Wow. Oh, it's got an eagle mark of 1. Uh-oh. An eagle mark of 1. We're into more important here. Look at this scrolled brooch. I should probably do a long feed video on this one. So there's the brooch with that, like I just read it to you. There it is. And there's the eagle number 1 essay mark. Wow. There's that. Then we have the hair comb. Wow. Are you joking? Love the asymmetry of that design for a sterling silver hair comb that's very, matched to this. Different oxidation. Probably one was worn more than the other. And then look at the collar necklace with these. Oh, wow. Chased and reposade links, correctly hollow formed. Oh, it looks as though, yep, that's what's going on here. This link, there's the clasp. This link came off of here. So I'm going to have to open that up and get that back together. Not a problem, not an issue. Look at this with that central medallion. Absolutely exquisite links all the way up the chain. Really well made. And the marks are all over the back of that. So there you go for the maker's mark. I am not familiar. I can honestly say in my time of doing this, I'm not familiar with such a mark. So I'm going to have to do some research, but that's got some age to it. I'd circa date that. Maybe I said already, but I'd put it in around the 40s or 50s because unless this was changed, this could have been changed at some point. That may have been an earlier plastic, but that definitely reads as 40s, 50s, maybe even into the 60s on that hair comb. So, just fantastic. Really beautiful set. So a 3-piece Mexican silver set that I should have had in yesterday's video. So, be there is all I can say. Be there at the sale because these have all got to sell. Fire agate and sterling silver, larger size ring, clearly native constructed. Really beautiful stone too. Look at that color in that fire agate to go from lime green to orange and then the classic flashes of brown and yellow. Really large size ring too. That's like a 11, I would guess. That's probably, that's like an 11. That's a size 11, maybe 10 and a half on that one, but that's a larger size ring. That is absolutely beautiful sterling silver, all hand fabricated. This consignor bought on design and craft, didn't buy on name and maker. So I guess that's why we've become so close, is because we constructed our collections in the same manner. And I always tell people, buy what you love. So we went from complex to simple. See how simple? That's everyday wear. Sterling, I guess probably, Silpata on that one. And every time I bring on designer pieces, I make sure that we beat retail by a mile because that's what I'm known for. I will never give up on that. I will never give up on my model. Oh, these are just charms, and I shouldn't say just charms. I'm going to have to go through this pile and see if we should separate these. Maybe we'll do like choice. Maybe we'll do that during the auction. There's a beautiful peridot. I don't know what those other little stones are. A cameo, a cross locket, a frog. So I don't want to ruin all the surprises. A beautiful snake chain. That's sterling. 100% sterling on that one. I will double check the metal on this, but that's 100% silver. Look how beautiful that is. Handsome as well. Really well made. Almost reminds me of like Hardy, but just classic. This one's very heavy. Sterling. I think this would probably fit around a 7-inch wrist. Let's see here. I'll try it on my wrist and see what we've got here. That's going to be, that's about a 7-inch wrist on that one. Look at the heft of that sterling and all the solder seams. Incredibly well done. Very well done. Very robust. There's a lot of heavy silver in this, and I hope that everyone's from yesterday's video is there. And you might get some real bargains at the sale because, with doing it this late, I just thought I got to get this done. And then this is 2 bracelets. She had them together. So I'm going to leave them together. I think I am going to sell these together. Why not? So look at those for sterling silver. That's just epoxy inlay, but hearts. And then I love the link of that one. Very well constructed. Again, classy. Totally go together. Buy one for yourself and gift one. Put one away for someone. I would buy them both for myself. And then Jeremy would find one and say, can I have this? And then, of course, you know I don't say no. I don't say no to my bear. Amber and onyx, don't want to ruin that surprise for modern earrings. 2 pairs of modern earrings in that bag. We looked at this cuff bracelet the other day. Let's see here. Signed, she's got notes on here. Signed stone. Not sure what that says. Is it, I don't know, is that the maker's name that she put on here? Or is that the stone? I'll have to look at that closer. Artist signed sterling. Boy, is my mouth dried out. It's from all the talking. Oh, boy. My dad often said I had enough talk for two more rows of teeth. I think that's the way the saying went. Blue topaz and sterling on a pendant. Let's leave some surprises as well. So I'm going to put this away. Pins, we're going to put that away. That's going to be a surprise lot. Let's put this one away and leave that as a surprise. Whole bunch of sterling silver in that one. We're going to leave that one as a surprise as well. These modern earrings are great. Sterling silver and pierced, very lightweight. Look at me go. I'm like, I want this done. The whole light box is still full. Sterling silver charm bracelet loaded with really cool charms. And there's the Queen Mother charm bracelet coming up somewhere in here. I don't know where it's at. Where did it go? Where's the... Oh, there it is. No, that's the necklace. Uh-oh. I don't know where the Queen Mother charm bracelet went. I have to find it. Oh, here it is. Here's the Queen Mother charm bracelet. Stay tuned for that one. We're going to leave that out. Ooh, these dancing men earrings. Late 80s on these. These like dancing men or dancing figures. Oh, this, a Jerusalem cross, I think. Was this the Mexican one? We had so many Jerusalem crosses in the sale. This might be the Mexican one. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, that's the Mexican one. I didn't know if it was this one or the next one. That's the Mexican one. The Jerusalem ones I did yesterday. Look at the hallmark on here. And then there's the Eagle SA mark. It's a 3. Really well done. Where did the other little drop go? I wonder. Where did the other little drop go? Is it in the bag? Where did the bag go? Uh-oh. Where did the bag... Oh, here's the bag. Well, there's nothing in it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Spaghetti. It may never have been on there, but that's strange. She never sends me something that doesn't have its part. Oh, well, I guess it doesn't have its part. Well, that's really strange. No, I guess it doesn't. But it was in this bag. It's been in this bag since I never sorted this. Oh, well, I guess that doesn't have the little dangle on the one side. Well, that's unusual. I guess we're selling this as is. Look at the chain. Let's not even talk about the cross pendant for right now. Look at that hand-wrought sterling silver chain. Look at the construction on that chain. I would do anything to own this chain, to be perfectly honest with you. That's an incredible handmade chain. Maybe I'll sell them separate. Or you'll buy the chain and get the cross basically free. Wonder where that drop is. I'm going to have to text her later. Send her a picture of that and say, was it like this? And she'll probably say, yes, I wore it. And I lost the little drop off of it. This one, I don't know, signed. Very large brooch. We'll leave that as a secret. Let's leave this set as a secret, too. Ooh, secrets. Everybody loves a secret. So we'll leave that for the sale. And then these are Brutalist earrings. I do kind of remember these. These are Brutalist earrings in sterling silver. I would say later 70s, maybe into the 80s. I'm trying to think of the... they remind me of Yakov... I think it's Yakov Heller, I believe, was the designer. Reminds me of Yakov Heller's kind of work with that electroformed finish. But these are not. These are fabricated out of sheet. These aren't hollow. They're sterling silver. I don't see a signature on these. I'm going to have to look close because a lot of times when you see this textured and modeled surface, there will be a hand engraved name. You got to watch that close. So pay attention to such things. I love these. Look how asymmetrical yet symmetrical. Those are winners. That's a showstopper for me anyway. I think those are magnificent. I've talked about the fact that that is the authentic style of brutalist is getting harder to find. You can find the I don't want to say reproduction, but you can find the more contemporary versions post 1980. Let's say it that way. What is this? Holy cow! Sterling silver. Hand-constructed chain. And then look at all of these. Oh my gosh. If I would have seen this before airing, I probably would have asked her if I could have bought it direct. I didn't buy anything direct from her in any of the sales. And let me tell you another thing too. She told me, and I could bring her on my channel eventually or do an interview on the phone with her. She would do it if I asked her to. Well, I would assume she would because she's so kind. But she told me to sell her items in any way I wanted to. Like on any platform. And you know, I sell on eBay, and I had a Ruby Lane store, and I sell local, and I do all the shows, and I go to flea markets, and I'm selling every day of my life. And I could have called a dealer and said, hey, you know, if I stay out of the middle, can you just, you know, can you buy all of this and send her a check, and I could just be out of the middle of this, and then that way, because I would do that for her. I've done it for consigners before. I just stay out of the middle. And then I get a high five, you know, from both people. And she told me to sell her items in any way I wanted to. So I wanted to bring these on for you. Look at all of these sterling silver medallions all over this necklace with the cherubs and the fobs. And that I'm not over the handmade chain. That's where I'll get lost. You sometimes watch these videos and go, why did these sellers get so excited about some things? Well, this speaks to me on a sterling silversmith level. Listen to the noise. Yeah, that's goodness. I love that necklace. I love this. I'm at a loss for words. I need to breathe in these videos. It's almost like, do you ever get the feeling that I don't breathe in my videos? I know that I talk the whole time. You know, I guess I could do silent videos and then not say a word. And then everyone will say, what's wrong with you? This has got to be nephrite or jade, Chinese. And that has some age to it. Yes, it does. It has some age to it. You can tell on the contour of these when they're in your hand if they have some age. I would say that is, and I want to say it's, well, can you say 20th century? Yeah, you could. You could say, you know, mid to late 20th century, I guess you could say. If I were to catalog that for an auction company, that's what I would say on that. And I haven't spent enough time with it. You know, you have to be careful on stuff like that. You have to take your time. I've seen a lot of mistakes in auction catalogs lately. And it's not because I'm right and someone's wrong. It's because I do things different. These are peridot. They look like azure malachite. I will check that again. Or is it azurite? But looks like azure malachite. That is a natural gemstone, according to me. I'm gonna look at this closer, though. This is a very strange growth pattern in the stone. This is more normal, or what we usually see. Those are sterling silver and absolutely magnificent. Those are a powerhouse of earrings. Yeah. The construction, the compact nature, that design in silver being so direct and so simple. Love the peridot stones up top. I love those. Wow, what a collection again. She's knocked it out of the ballpark again. Sterling, and I'm doing this blindly in a way, if not, S-A-K-I, Saki Sterling. Don't know the designer, not familiar, has to be pretty expensive. These are natural silver nuggets. They may be cast in water. They may be hot silver poured into water. Is that a chain or is that link? Nope, that is a steel cable, I think. Let's see. Yeah, steel cable. And wow, just incredible construction with that huge textured and hammered toggle that you can almost daringly wear at the front. You can almost wear that at the front of the necklace, or you can wear it off to the side of the necklace, or you can do it traditional and wear it at the back of the necklace. I like it to the side. If I were to wear this, I would say, put the clasp to the side. Look how that converses with that natural poured silver nuggets. This is very heavy. Just so everyone knows, this is extremely heavy. Very naturalistic. Very odd for design when you think about what is that going for. Well, it's brutalist and modernist at the same time, and made within the last, what, probably 10 or 15 years, I would guess. What is this? I do not know what this is. We're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. Look at how fast we went today. 5 items. Decoder ring of some sort, or decoder pendant. This is too big to be a ring. Oh, and then it's got the numbers. Yeah, this is some sort of decoder fob. And does that say Jason? Oh, that would be the months of the year, right? Something like that? Yeah, something August, September, October, November. I don't know what comes before August. July? July, August, September. So it's the months, but it says Jason. Oh, and then, yeah, these are the months on this side. And then the date is probably here. This is a calendar, I guess. Is that a calendar? It would be. So where the hole would be, oh, my brain's going to hurt. So is that October 6th? I don't know. How do you do this? Makes my brain hurt. I don't know. It's bronze or brass. I thought it was a ring. I'd wear that as a ring. I would wear that as a ring. And then Jeremy would say, what is that? And I'd say, I don't know. And then I would just drive him crazy with it. So that is really cool, though. Someone's going to love that. I just have that feeling. These are those lava beads, I believe, volcanic, spaced with a huge pearl. Is that pearl real? That might be. Is that a gold clasp or gold rhodium plated? That looks rhodium plated. Look at the size of those beads. And then spaced with that asymmetrical pearl. Very cool. That's daring. That's wearable fashion is what that is. So it's already 1 o'clock here. And I do have to hurry because I have 2 eBay orders I have to get out today. So I'm going to call it very quickly. Sorry that I apologize if you feel like I'm in a panic, but I wanted this done because I wanted to add this in. Is this sterling silver? This one may be plated. This might be plated. Something about the finish here, that jump ring, that's plated. This looks like Peruzzi or Chini. It looks very much so. It's definitely Italian in style. I don't think that this is sterling. I'm going to look at this closer. I'm going to have to study this. I think this is the costume version. I don't like how these faces are cast. There's something there that's a little haphazard. I'm going to look at that closer. Someone else would pass it off as sterling or 800 silver. I don't think so. Never seen this textured finish on the back. This almost seems like a museum replica of that style. I'm gonna have to look that up. Okay, so as I panic to get this done, pearls that I have to look at. I might have to pause my video here because I think my guy's gonna snowplow my driveway here in a second. Pearls doesn't appear to be gold. Let's look at these hallmarks. Let's check that out. See what we've got here. Oh, 925. So there we go. So there's the 925 mark. Doink, right there. The maker there. And yeah, faux pearls. But really beautifully done. Looks real. If you like that look of real, there you go. Looks real. It is not. But looks genuine. And these you can tell are not even cultured. No resistance. They're just smooth as glass. No resistance. Not even cultured pearls, but beautifully done. Beautifully done. And 2 more. This gigantic sterling bracelet, and then my favorite of all favorites, the world's biggest, heaviest charm bracelet. This is magnificent for sterling. This I've had before, and I forget the designer on this. Let's see. They're always signed down in. Of course, it's going to be on the last link. There it is. It's always signed down in. And this one is, let's see here. Sterling, and then it does have the maker's mark. KRY. Oh, I forget this maker. How embarrassing. KRY. My brain will not tell me. Something ELL. Sign down in there. And my brain will just not cooperate with it. It's just not going to happen. So I'm not going to force it. So, even I have brain freeze when I turn the camera on. It's happened so many times. And then I don't edit because it shows that I learn every day of my life. And then I relearn every day of my life. Because that wouldn't be, life wouldn't be fun unless I was still learning. That's going to be a 6-inch wrist because mine's a 7. That's going to be a 6. Look how robust and how masculine and sculptural, very, very bold, very, very courageous sterling silver. And I've, as you know, I've often been the fan of hidden clasps. So that looks and incorporates into the design once it's on. Really well done. And then this is the last one, and then I am going to go 35 minutes in. I wanted to do 30 minutes, and look, I'm only 5 minutes late. So thank you all so much for joining in. Now I got that stuck on that peg. What a mess today. And then this one, this is great. So if you want a really incredible sterling silver charm bracelet, this is loaded. So come to the sale, and I'll show you every single charm on here. Let's just do a quick overview. There's some really unusual ones on here. Some articulate, some open. Look at the car, the building. Look at that, the bullfighter, another building, Egyptian head. Love this guy. So, all right, that kind of consolidates down. Oh, the ice bucket. Are you joking? Bowling, another building, a facade of a famous building, or I had one with the Arc de Triomphe, and it was absolutely gorgeous. What are those, little hot dogs? I don't know what those are. Or scrolls? What is that? I don't know. Are those, Jeremy would say they're little Vienna sausages. So thank you all so much for joining in. I can hardly wait for the sale tomorrow night. Again, we start promptly at 7 o'clock. We usually start a few minutes early just to welcome everyone in. We'll probably be on for about 2.5 hours. Then we have a little bit of time at the end. If the phone doesn't quit on us, we have a little time at the end of the sale for questions and answers. So again, please go over and subscribe to Bully Run Coffee. Also, please email in your registration to the email that I showed you earlier. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask Jeremy. Also, just keep the emails based on the sale. Any other inquiries like appraisals or any other questions, I just tell Jeremy to go ahead and delete them. We'll get something else set up later this year for contact information for me. Super excited to have you all aboard. Looking forward to 2025, and this is going to be a great sale to start our year. Thank you so much for joining in, and I say it because it's absolutely true. I love you.